AB, okay, we just were talking about this. One of the questions from our listeners wanted to know top 5 basketball players, and you just posted
players.
You just posted a little clip. So, like, who are you picking for your top 5 if you're running fives at like a local pickup?
If I'm running fives, I got Yuli in there for sure. He's a facilitator.
Yuli, oh, let's go.
He led our team to a couple dubs when we would play some pickup games with Ricky. I'd put probably Germ. I've never really seen him play a lot, but I've heard he's really good. And then I'll take Connor O'Reilly. He's pretty good.
Okay.
5th, I don't know.
But you only have 3 people.
Tristan Tanner. He played. I thought.
Wait,
I'm the 5th.
You're the 5th. Okay, all right.
Did
all
I
right,
get cut out?
Actually, no. You're a little spotty on the audio. It's coming in and out a little bit. Are you on the Wi-Fi potentially?
You're on the Wi-Fi. Yes, I am. Is it better if I just hold it?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, it might be a phone situation. You're not cutting in and out anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, that's not a bad team. That's not a bad team. One person that you are forgetting that we both had on our team was Marweed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Marweed.
And
Albert Tam. Did he play college ball?
Albert Tam is.
And I had Albert on my team as well.
Yep, gotta have a big body.
And then I went dark horse Kevin Jones just as like a defensive menace on someone, just to get in someone's face. Could he get crossed over badly? Potentially, and that could be a liability. But that's one that I'm willing to take. So, all right, I got 6 months, Yuli. I'm going to train hard. 6 months. We'll see what happens.
Before we go any farther, Brody said he's. Oh my gosh, Brody said this. He said, in 6 months in the game, he would dunk for sure.
I would dunk on someone.
Dunk?
That's a wild statement. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know why you guys think that's a wild statement.
Oh wait, what?
That would be. I want to see it. It would be great.
Didn't you get like double knee replacements?
You guys say that though, but like you can train back from that. Like you could train to jump. Like I was. If I wanted to make a comeback to ultimate, I could if I wanted to. It would be scary. I'm not saying too that like I would literally dunk just to say I did, and then potentially have to pull myself out of the game. But that is a goal of mine. I am by the end of the year, Yuli, I will have a video of me dunking again, and I'll send it to you personally.
On somebody.
No, this isn't on someone. That's a
little different.
This isn't on someone. This is just me sending it to you. That's a goal of mine. Okay, AB, let's talk about it. Tournament just went down. I guess my first question. This is your first event with Go Throw. So overall, like, what were your thoughts on the event?
Yeah, it was super. Like everyone who was playing the tournament pretty much hung out the whole week. Like we did the field events before the tournament was like really fun. We did like a King of the Hill uphill distance contest. We did an accuracy challenge, and then the tournament. It was like I feel like just the way the course is like upkept. It felt like we were playing like a major. Honestly, just the like vibes around the whole place. The green grass just cut perfectly everywhere. All the OB6, like the property is amazing.
It might be a tough one to compare it to because of just how good the course is, which kind of shows you at the end of the day, if you have a really solid course, you don't really need to put all the glitz and glamour around it. The course kind of speaks for itself a little bit. So what are some things, because whenever people go and play Eagles Crossing, I haven't heard really anyone claim like this course sucks. Like I don't like how it plays, or it's not fair. So like, what are things that Eagle Crossing does that you would love to see maybe in other courses that we play on tour?
Yeah, I mean, just the perfectly manicured grass in the woods fairways it makes a world of difference on the course. Like there's not really like a bunch of twigs on the ground and stuff like that. Like it's all pure lush grass in the fairways in the woods. And that's like, and just the vastness of like the tee pads, they're so huge. They're the biggest tee pads I've ever seen. They have like a green tint. It's not painted. It's like actual green concrete, and it's so grippy. It's so good. And then the driving range is huge. Like they
Driving
have,
range is awesome. Yeah.
yeah, 6 tee pads, and the driving range is so fun. I don't know. It just feels like even when you drive into the place, it feels like you're going to some kind of high level golf like country club. It's crazy. It's so cool.
What are your thoughts on the actual like course layout, the way the holes play out there, the risk reward shots that they have? You know, it's not a course that you're showing up saying, "Hey, I got to shoot double digits every single day to be able to win this tournament." Did you like how the course played that way?
Yeah, I did like that because it like it just makes the risk reward even like a little bit harder. But obviously, there's like I think there's 4 holes that need to be tweaked a little bit before we have an actual major there. Before the course is like great, but 14 of the 18 holes are absolutely perfect, and I wouldn't change them.
Yeah, and we're getting a look right now of the practice facility, which is just super nice. And then you have all the statue lining. I believe that's hole 10. Is that 10 on the right?
That's hole 1.
Oh, they changed it.
Yeah, they changed the layout a little bit.
I like that. Hole 1 kind of sucked. If as far as like a starting hole goes, what is that hole now? Is that towards the end?
What hole was it? I don't remember.
Oh, hole 1 is the water's all on the right hand side, and hole 15. Gary said, okay, 15. Yeah, par 3, water on the right.
Oh yeah,
OB on the
the
left.
one on the rock.
Yep. Yeah, I like that as 15. That's a much better hole as 15 than a 1. We showed, I think me and Ezra played the course together, and we showed up early in the morning, ripping wind, super cold, and we're like, this is what we have to start our round with? Like, what the heck? I think we both threw like 6 shots and not a single one landed in bounds. So, love that as 15. Thoughts on the new baskets? That was a big thing talked about this tournament. The new gateway baskets.
They catch everything. The chains are heavy, so you can really slam it in there. And I like how there's no nubs on the basket. It makes for some pretty interesting kicks. And like off the train, like the last round, Gannon had his putt on like hole. I forgot how it's been super launched into the middle of the lake. It was hilarious. I couldn't believe it. We laughed about that after the round, but yeah, it's interesting how some stuff can happen like that, because now it's like kind of like a lip out in golf where it can get that momentum and give you an even farther putt away. I like it a lot. I think it's fun.
One thing that I would love to see is, I think from a viewer standpoint, I think it's very satisfying when baskets have the band at the top, when putts hit the band. Like, it's just obviously none of us like that, but from a viewer, like, it's satisfying to be like, oh, like that was a brick. I almost would love to see, it might look weird, but I almost would love to see like a full covered basket. So you get the same feeling of putts that are low, is you get that real clank when you go low. Because I do think like as a spectator, I don't know, it's just like if you have a pressure putt and then you just clank it off the bottom or you clank it off the band, like that noise just resonates. And with this basket not having nubs, I think it also would look really, really clean. So we'll see. Was there any talks on, potentially seeing more of this basket in tournaments coming up?
I don't think so. I think that was the first time they ever used them. That's something I heard, but I haven't heard anything else about it.
Okay.
What about the tournament in general? So different than the Pro Tour, you don't have all like the Pro Tour banners and everything going around everywhere. And I heard like at one of the tournaments, like, people are drinking a little bit and people are having a good time just out there to enjoy it. But you're saying because of the prestige, everybody obviously wanted to play really well. But what was like the difference in atmosphere? Was it as professional, or was it a little more lackadaisical? Like you're out there having like more fun, or?
Yeah, it was like the first round, it was pretty lax. You could tell like to the earlier cards going out, like some people were doing whatever, but the final round, like everyone on the lead card was trying to win the tournament. So obviously it was a little more serious. I don't know what the people who were 12, 13 over were doing. Maybe they're having a little bit more fun, but we were all pretty serious and took it pretty seriously.
What was the crowd like out there? Because I know that is like one of the tough things about this course is it's in the middle of nowhere. I think like the nearest hotel's half an hour, 15, 20 minutes away, something like there's not really that much stuff close to it. So did people show up?
There wasn't very many spectators. There's probably like maybe 100 the final day. It's so hard to get out there. Like we stayed 30 minutes away, like you said, in the hotel, but I don't know. I don't really know how they promoted the tournament. Like I wasn't really looking into that at all. And then it was obviously Masters Sunday. Everyone wanted to watch Rory in the final groups, but yeah, there wasn't too many spectators, but I don't know.
Yeah, I always think that course needs to be almost like a pay-per-view like tournament. Like to me, it seems more of a, there's not going to be that many people showing up to watch. Like I am curious, like if they had, let's just say they had Worlds there, like people are going to have to stay like an hour away. Like if a bunch of people came in, like a lot of those 30, like there's not that many hotels 30 minutes away. Like there might be people staying 45, 50 an hour. I don't know. I don't, to me, it just seems like a pay-per-view event, right? Where it's like people are going to watch.
I think they're actually clearing out a lot. They're actually clearing out a lot on the property to build a hotel. Like right now.
No way. No, yeah. I know they have those cabins on there, which are actually really nice.
Yeah, they have a couple cabins, and then I guess they're building a hotel. This is all hearsay. I don't know if this is confirmed.
That'd be wild, just to have a full-on hotel there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you mentioned it. You brought up Rory, so I'm curious. You know, going into the Masters every year, everyone's asking, when is Rory going to get the Grand Slam? When is he going to win his first Masters? When he's going to win? Do you feel, you know, like you know, you are now a prominent winner on tour? Are you feeling a little bit of that pressure from people now, like asking, you know, when is AB going to win Worlds, or like do you feel that at all? If like now you're that player in disc golf of, hey, this is the best player right now that we have that hasn't done it yet?
It's like it's to a point where like I don't think I need to put any more pressure on myself of like have to win a major. I just want to win another tournament at this point. It's just like that's all I need to do is just focus on winning again. Like if it's the Worlds, if it's next week, this week. I mean, I think adding pressure to yourself like that is just, it's not going to help me at all. So it's just like I just need to focus on the next week and win the next tournament I can.
I like it. I like it. Another thing I wanted to talk about too is, you know, I texted you this earlier about it because I wanted to hear it from you before we said anything about it. But since you're on here with us tonight, you know, the thing that was trying to, you know, set this tournament apart was like the big purse, $50,000, right? And we saw them promoted a lot. Turns out that it wasn't $50,000. The winner didn't take home. I believe it was initially reported as 25,000.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of that has to do with just, you know, certain funding maybe falling through. But this wasn't a buy-in, right? This was an invitational. No players had to pay to get into the tournament. So do you think this is a potential good strategy? Like, is this something that they can do? Is disc golf at the point where they can have big purses without, you know, half the money coming from players' buy-ins?
I don't know. I think I heard that the purse got cut because he didn't get like all of the players that he wanted to play the tournament. But we were made aware of that well before the tournament even happened. So we already knew what we were getting to and that it was going to get cut. But I mean, yeah, I would have been down to pay $350 for the entry fee, but I don't know if some of the players would have wanted to do that because it was like, I don't know, it was like an invite thing. Everyone felt, I don't know, they really took care of us, and it was just like, it felt like he just wanted to do it for the players, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's just, that's the easiest way to kind of make these purses bigger is just getting the people that are actually in it paying some of the money. So are you planning on playing any more Go Throw events this year?
I think the only other one I'm going to do is the Failure Lake because I love that course.
Where's that one at?
Pennsylvania.
That's in Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Was that where they had a wraparound event one year?
I think they had.
Was that where like did Connor O'Reilly win that or
No, I think
Luke
that's what was
Sampson?
that.
No.
Is that? Am I thinking of a different course? What am I thinking of?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're thinking of Virginia.
Oh, I don't think I've ever played this course then, or heard of this course.
No, this place is awesome.
Have you guys
It's
just
really
played
fun.
like A-tier events and stuff there?
I've never played it.
Yeah, I played
I've seen it.
skins match, and then there was like a little. I think it was a B tier last year that I played in.
Oh, is it near? Is it near something else that we play? That's why you were up there, or did you just?
It's on
go
the
there?
drive from D-Glow to GM or Green Mountain Championships. It's like right on the way.
Gotcha. So you stopped in to do some video there. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's sweet. Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to kind of see because obviously I think this one's probably their premier event. So it'll be interesting to kind of see what your thoughts are going to one of their other events and can kind of comparing it between the two. Because the way I view right now is like their views are pretty good. Like I was actually a little bit surprised to see how many people are watching this thing. I want to say
what about the other ones?
Let me see. Let me pull up some numbers here. So, I mean, because obviously, yes, this is going to be a big one with the Eagles Crossing. But yeah, final round already is over 100,000 for the front nine. It was 130,000 for round one.
Wow.
Then looking at the PRC, it was 116,000 for round one, 70,000 for the back nine, 88,000 for round two front nine, and then the one that where was this one? FNL. Yeah, I mean the first round for the first day are all getting over 100,000 views at every tournament. All three. I think there's only been 3 tournaments, and each one got over 100,000 views for the first round. So I don't know. I think that's a lot more than I would have thought. That's a lot of freaking people.
Yeah, that is a lot. So
now, how do you obviously YouTube ad monetization's great, but it's not really going to pay the bills. So like, how do you monetize that? That's the question. And they're not going the subscription route that the Disc Golf Network's going. So we'll see what goes on. But yeah, what's your kind of take on it? I guess big picture. Do you think both the Go Throw Tour and the Disc Golf Pro Tour can kind of live harmoniously together, or do you think there may be a time and place where they say like, hey, this isn't working anymore?
I think they can live together for right now, just because it's like it's two way different vibes. What throws going for right now, it's like perfect. It's pretty casual. They got some money. They get some of the best players to come play these tournaments, and it's like it's almost like an off week until you're like in the mix to win, and then it gets serious. But it was like so peaceful and relaxing just to be out there and play some disc golf. I don't know. But for the Pro Tour, it's a lot more stressful.
Did you talk to any of the guys? Is having this not PGA sanctioned and not having to worry about your rating, did anyone bring that up as like it's kind of nice just to be able to go out and play and not have to worry about what my rating's going to be and what it's going to do to my to my PGA rating? Was that ever discussed among anyone?
I don't really think we talked about that much. We were just out there. Like, I guess the ratings don't really matter too much when you're like battling for a win, but I don't know. I guess that Isaac shot 14 over. I don't know if maybe he didn't care about the rating anymore.
I mean, I do just wonder if that is also something that's nice too, because yeah, if you're super far over par, like, or some people are still battling to the very end, and slow play is also, how has slow play, I guess, been? That's a good question to kind of segue to. How has that still been kind of an issue this year at tournaments?
I mean, not too much that I've seen like last week because we had the tee time so far spread apart, but I did see there was a person in particular who held up like 5 cards at Music City Open.
We talked about him a little bit.
From finishing their round, so they had to come back in the morning. But I mean, other than that, I haven't really heard too much about it.
Gotcha. Yuli, you got anything for AB?
No. Sounds
Sweet.
great. Yeah, congrats on the win. 7,500, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess last question. I think we got to start asking this because, betting is now in disc golf. How are you feeling going into this next tournament? People out there, are we slamming the under on you, or like what are we doing here?
I just played the course today for the first time, and there's a lot of shots shaping like force over flex with overstable discs, and that's like one of my favorite shots to throw. And this course reminds me a lot of Des Moines Challenge course. It's pretty similar in that way, so I think I'm going to play pretty good this week.
Hard, right?
Yeah, it's really hard. It's demanding.
All right, we do have a question from Gary. He wants to know, are you going left or right gap on hole 15?
15. What is hole 15?
Yuli, do you know hole 15? Can you describe
I can't remember what hole that is.
I don't even, I can't
It's
help
I think it's the little one over the water, right?
Oh, is that 15?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going to go left gap, like turnover.
Yeah, you got to just try to make it.
Yeah,
people are asking for a water skip shot. All right, we're not partaking in that. But all right, well, hey, congratulations on your win. Maybe continue to work on that jump shot because there might be a 5-on-5 game in the future. You never know. But go enjoy your evening. Good luck this week, man. Appreciate you jumping on tonight.
All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you out
Take it
there.
easy.